coming at ya.
Hey, we're going local today.
Yeah.
You gotta do that occasionally. And we've got a style that I don't think we've ever drank together. We both have it.
We have.
But it's a Berliner Weisse. So today we've got one from Breakside Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. And this just caught my eye today, so I grabbed it. It's the Passionfruit Sour Ale. This one's a collaboration beer of Breakside's Sam Barber, Lompoc Brewing's Irina Bierzynski. That's a great beer name, Berniler. And and 10 Barrel Brewing's Mayme, Berman, and they're all graduates of Lewis and Clark College here in the Portland area.
Pretty cool. All right, so this is an actual German wheat ale. It's 100% sour mash, conditioned with a tart and tropical flavors of passion fruit during fermentation. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Put
pretty
it
cool.
right in there. Yeah, sounds good. So we're gonna get this cracked up and give it a try. Now I kind of enjoy Berliner Weisse styles. I've had a number of them that came from Rich's World Beer Tour that my buddy Jim and I have reviewed together. All right,
I like to drink, so I mean, that works out for me.
So, all right, he's already going into the nose. He's cheating. Hey, we got a nice white creamy head on that, don't you think?
Yeah, we do.
It's not clear. That's pretty normal though for the style.
Pretty normal.
And color's pretty normal. I mean, it's got a little more color probably from the passion fruit.
Pretty yellow.
Yeah.
Like deep yellow. Really like
Look at that. It's a nice color.
Yeah.
But it's a yellow with a little golden to it.
Yeah, it's like a gold yellow, not towards the orangey side, which I usually see.
Berliner Weisse, I usually expect to be a bit
Yeah.
fizzy. It's not super fizzy. Let's get a nose.
Yeah.
Well, you get the tart and the sour on
You
there.
get the tart and sour, you get the passion fruit in there, but it's...
Yeah, you know, this, I've heard people say don't get it, but I know passion fruit. I know it well, and I love the jelly, and this is passion fruit.
It's passion fruit. It's just, it's not, if you don't know what you're looking for, the nose really isn't that appealing.
Yeah, I've heard people say there's guava in it. This is passion fruit. And I like passion fruit a lot. It has, you know, a hint of citrus on there, I'd say. And you're kind of getting the weedy, almost like a grain cereal kind of a scent to it.
It's just a really odd mixtures of smells. So you get your little bit of sour, you get your little bit of wheat, and then you got your passion fruit. And those combined turn into,
And a little swirl brought up a little bit of funkiness
Yeah.
and hay grass on it, which was kind of fun. So
It's odd.
a little bit of acid.
As long as it tastes better than when it smells, I'm going to be stoked.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, we'll see. Cheers. It's Berliner Weisse, and it's not all at the same time. And the reason I say that is more to do with the body and the mouthfeel. And Berliner Weisse is more like a champagne. It's the champagne of the North, as I say. As Napoleon was invading the North into Germany, this was the champagne of the North. This is not as effervescent as most Berliner Weisse. They usually come off more like champagne. There is some nice tiny carbonation. It's really tiny carbonation. There's a lot of it, but it's tiny. And it's more to a medium mouthfeel, I think.
It's crazy. It's just, it's different. You get the Berliner Weisse, you get the effervescence, but not as strong as usual. You get the little bit of weediness. Then you get a sour in there that's not like an overpower. It's a very light sour, like subtle. And then you get the passion fruit.
The thing about Berliner Weisse is it is what I think of as a great introductory sour for people. It's and this, I think, if you like passion fruit anyway, would be particularly good. It's just a light effervescent towards the champagne, and it almost has a lactose creaminess or something to it that's interesting, but not heavy. Just a bit of that, but it's not a highly sour beer. Tony Yates would still pucker up. Yes, that's true. But for most people, this would be fine.
It's such a subtle flavor to throw in there, yet sweet and yet tropical, which I don't expect in this style.
I don't know if we can describe more. It really is pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, we're going to take a little time.
Exactly what it is.
We're going to take a little time anyway. We'll be right back with numbers. So, we're back.
Ridiculous.
Well, you know, you can tell the difference of how much we like it. See? Mine's, yeah. But I like Berliner Weiss styles. And so for me, I'll just hop in first. This is not as clean Berliner Weiss as many I've had. It doesn't come across quite like the champagne of the north. It makes me think of more like a sparkling wine. It's you know, but the bubbles are very fine, which is fun. And as far as Berliner Weiss go, I get more wheat taste off this than probably any I've had.
It's very wheat,
which for me is kind of cool. I mean, I like that. For me, it's refreshing. I can actually taste the wheat flavors, and for me, I also clearly get the passion fruit on there. So, in terms of a style for me, I'm going to rate it really well because it's as advertised. It's a German wheat, you know, Berliner Weiss, and it's got that passion fruit flavor with a bit of citrus on there. I'm kind of digging on it. I think for style, though, there are better examples of this, but I'm giving it a 91.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with Dad about this. I mean, this beer does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. And I've had Berliner Weisses, and it's, you know, like this one just, for me, the flavor combination doesn't work towards my palate and how I view a Berliner Weiss. So, but it does what it says. So I'm going to give it an 87 because I do taste exactly what they want, but it's just not as appealing for me in the Berliner Weiss category.
Overall rating on this, I can't give it a rockin' score, but I'm enjoying it. I'm going to go close to Christian style. I'm going to give it an 86 overall. It's that B plus for me.
Yeah. And for me, it's in the B range. It's not a bad beer. It's just not my style, and like the way they put it together. 81, I mean, that's me, obviously.
He doesn't want the rest.
Yeah, so. He doesn't. I don't need the rest. He can have it. But I enjoyed it, like, because it does exactly what it is, and it's nice to taste that and know that a brewer did exactly what they were looking for.
Here it is again.
Boom.
This is, if you like Berliner Weiss style, or you want to try a sour ale on the mild end, this isn't a bad one to try. I don't think so. It is the Passion Fruit Sour Ale from Breakside Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. It is a collaboration brew between brewers from Breakside, 10 Barrel Brewing, as well as from Lompoc Brewing.
And I love seeing that.
Portland breweries.
Yeah, I love seeing collaborations from local breweries. They do a lot of that in San Diego. I love seeing it here in Portland.
Absolutely.
It's exciting.
So, what can we say? Life's too short
to drink cheap beer.
And we'll see you
on the next beer review.
That Berliner Weiss is a fantastic style for introducing people to... Think about Bill... Weiss that so sour. What's he think? Get some... Alright. Oh wow, he's just kind of, you know... He's all around. I don't know if that's a yes or no.
Jesus,
but little SJ, you know,
he was drinking off the tap earlier, so
he's been hanging underneath the tap all day, and I've noticed my beer's a little low.